Do you want more gold bars in Red Dead Online? Well, of course you do. You want to be able to make gold bars just like this. Now sit back, relax, grab some popcorn because we're going to go over everything that you guys need to know in order to earn as many gold bars as possible here in Red Dead Online. But let's go ahead and get started right now. But before we go any further, if you guys can go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below, it would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, make sure that you guys are sharing these videos with everyone that you guys know and everywhere that you possibly can, because as the channel does grow here on YouTube, I eventually want to be able to do some giveaways here on the channel that might be in games, maybe some gold bars, maybe even consoles if the channel really takes off. But this heavily relies on you guys doing those things that I previously mentioned, as well as making sure that you guys are watching these videos in their entirety. Also, make sure that you guys check out a lot of the other videos here on the channel. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of other games, so make sure that you guys are checking those things out as well. Now for our first activity, which has already been playing on the screen, we're going to be going over all of the different showdown modes that are available here in Red Dead Online. Now this one specifically is the shootout. I prefer the shootout more than any other ones, but honestly, I try to stay as far away as possible from the PvP. I'm just not that big of a fan of it personally. And anyway, I always obtained 0.16 gold bars, no matter what I did. I purposely lost one match. I purposely tried to get MVP, and then I did just mediocre against some decently good players in Red Dead Online. But no matter what I did, I always got 0.16 gold bars. So just keep in mind that if this is an activity that you guys are going to be focusing on here in Red Dead Online, that it will take about 8 to 10 minutes of your time to make that 0.16 gold bars. So even if you're not good at PvP, and I know that there are quite a few people that stay clear of it, kind of like myself, and if you are one of those players, then it's okay. But if you need to make some extra gold bars, you can literally just shoot like one person, get a kill, and then just do as horribly as you want. And you're going to make the same as the MVP will, which is absolutely crazy to think about it. Now, moving on to our next one, which is obviously already playing, we have the brand new legendary bounties. So just legendary bounties in general. So we're going after Gene Finley here in this one. And this payout was actually only 0.24 gold bars. So that was actually very low in the grand scheme of things. But it's still an activity to make some gold bars. And it actually took about the same amount of time as the showdown did. So if you're making 0.24 gold bars every time that you can participate in these activities, then you're actually earning more gold bars, and you don't have to even worry about PvP because you're in your own private session when you're actually completing this activity. So if you're trying to make more gold bars, I would actually focus on the legendary bounties for the same amount of time and effort that it did take for the PvP mode in the showdown opportunities. So now there is one thing that I actually didn't go over, and I'm going to kind of lump this together with the stranger mission, which is what I'm currently working on here on the screen. Now, I didn't do any of the free roam events, and free roam events are actually more like showdown in the grand scheme of things, because they're more PvP-like. The gold payouts are very, very similar. However, there is a little bit of a buff, at least from my personal experience, that if you do better in the free roam events, you will actually get paid a little bit more gold, but it's not much. You're looking at 0.24 gold bars, and that's only if you're decently good at doing those. So just keep that in mind. But if you're looking at not doing that great, and then you can only make sometimes up to 0.08 gold bars, which is not that great in the grand scheme of things. But getting back to the stranger mission here, I purposely waited as long as I possibly could. Well, 50% of the time, because it gets better as soon as you do 50%. And in this one, I believe I was actually able to get for the stranger mission 0.24 gold bars, and I did it for about 50%, and that took me, I think it was a little bit longer than 10 minutes, so not quite. It's about the same as the legendary payout goes, but if you start to look at the grand scheme of things for a majority of these opportunities, the ones that we've gone over so far are very, very, very similar, about that 0.16 to 0.24 gold bar payout. Now, the next one on the agenda is actually going to be just making sure that you reset your awards as soon as you complete them. So this is actually a decent payout. However, they only happen when you complete them. So there's some pros and cons to that. But you do get 0.4 gold bars every time that you reset those. I think in this case, I reset 3 or 4 of them, but it's not a bad way of just doing the activities in Red Dead Online so that you can actually earn additional ones. Now, there are some that if you want to make some gold very, very quickly, that you can actually go ahead and reset almost instantly. And I'm not really going to get into those, but you guys can figure out which ones they are, and they don't take long at all to max them out to get all 10 I guess 10 levels of them for the payout, and you can get 4 gold bars within probably an hour of your time, just to be completely honest. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, this is a really, really good opportunity, and this is the treasure maps. Treasure maps are probably the highest paying as far as even money goes and gold goes. Now, the one that you actually just got done seeing was actually the lowest of the treasure maps that I got, which is actually at 0.54 gold bars. And then my next lowest after that was actually over a gold bar. So not too bad. Now, obviously, treasure maps are going to be a little bit more rare. But if you guys are doing the bounty hunts, which is really fantastic, and combining with the treasure maps, you can make a lot. Because if you're looting everybody from the bounty hunting that you're doing, whether it's on the legendary or even just the normal bounty missions, you can actually have an opportunity, a decent opportunity of finding treasure maps on people. Not only that, but if you're trying to earn collectibles and things like that, you will get collectibles from looting the NPCs. So it's kind of a really good benefit to make sure that if you're doing any of the other activities, just to loot everybody that you possibly can, because you just never know when you guys are going to be able to obtain a treasure map. This is the best payout entirely in Red Dead Online. Now, is it the most common? No. But sometimes for the work that you put into it and you're earning a gold bar, that's actually not that bad, because even if you enjoy PvP and only focus on doing PvP, it's going to take you sometimes an hour to make the same amount of gold that you did in your treasure map. And it might take you less time to find a couple treasure maps if you're only focusing on that. But you combine it with another activity like I just mentioned, the bounty hunter role. Now, the next one that we're doing here is actually one of the brand new bounty hunting missions. And the bounty hunting missions, there are some interesting facts, and it's still about the same as it has been in the past. So if you're a new player, I'm just going to quickly explain it, that the longer that you take to do a bounty mission, so 50% of the time frame, you can see here that it started at about 16 minutes or so. And once you get to below 50% of that, so at 8 minutes, that's when you want to be able to basically turn in your bounty hunt or your bounty mission, your bounty in general, to any of wherever you need to actually go. That will actually create one of the best payouts. Now, you can wait until the last 30 seconds to do it. I highly don't recommend it. But this one specifically earned me 0.32 gold bars, and it didn't even take me 10 minutes to complete. It was about 10 minutes, guys, to complete. This is, as far as the all of the regular ones besides the treasure map, this one was the best way of earning gold in Red Dead Online. 0.32 gold bars. So doing the brand new prestigious bounty hunts, 0.32 gold bars. Now, if you do it as fast as you possibly can, you'll make 0.16. I actually did as many as I possibly could, and in my testing, I did 5 of them. I was able to earn 0.16 gold bars each and every single time. So ultimately, not that bad. Now, I am going to kind of just start getting into the last one, and that is actually talking about the daily challenges, because there's actually, I feel like, a lot to go over in this one, because a lot of people already know it, and it's kind of stupid, to be honest, that Rockstar did this to all of us. But you can only earn 0.1 gold bars per activity that you complete. Now, there are up to 22 daily challenges that you can do every single day, which I don't like the fact that now they still limit it as the roles progress and we get more than, the 5 rules, we're not going to get any more gold opportunity from the daily challenges. So they cut it by 50%. The lowest used to be at 0.2. Now it's at 0.1. And then you have to go through each of the activities. You're going to get a treasure map if you do it for 28 days, but then you get reset. And the most that you can earn even between that 21 and 28 days is 0.25 gold bars, which is absolutely ridiculously low. And the bonuses are even that much worse, in my opinion. But anyway, that is all the activities in Red Dead Online, at least that I know about. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, and if I did, please be gentle with me down in the comments. And if I did, leave what activity I missed down below. But anyway, if you guys did find this video helpful or enjoyable, make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.